Hey Aries, welcome back to my channel. Sorry. This is Nayanda back again. I decided that from now on, as I should do anyway, you just gonna see me cleanse this shit in front of all y'all. I ain't doing this no more. I be getting the craziest shit, but I be surrounded by the craziest people though. Not surrounded, but you know, it's just like it's just not the look. It's not the look. It's not. Okay. And it's like, I'm always called to give warnings that like, it's just, girl, ghetto as hell. Oh God. But yeah. So anyways, if you got Taurus placements, watch that Taurus reading. It might not resonate, but I'm out here. Look, I must be a spiritual whistleblower, y'all. Cause I be trying to avoid, all I want to do is give y'all love stories. And I could specify to get that as well. Feels better. Okay. Anyways, we're going to be doing, a general reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and maybe North Node. We'll get into it just because, you know, my favorite person has an Aries North Node. So, you know, he might. Shut up, Nani. Okay, so we're going to get right into it. Do make sure that you are checking your other placements for a more well-rounded message. And if you would like to book a personal reading avec moi, the information's in my bio. Let me shut the hell up and just get into your reading, Aries. So we're going to do Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. What messages do we have for Aries placements? Ooh, I love it. What message do we have for Aries placements? What message do we have for Aries placements? What message do we have for Aries placements? I mean, something about your own apartment, Aries. You could be saving up for your own apartment, or you could be moving on your own. Gaining your own place. Congratulations, especially if it's your first one, baby. You're from my first apartment back in like 2016. I was I moved out at, no, that wasn't my first place. I moved out at 19. My first place was at 21. And it was in downtown Seattle. Aww. I remember decorating it. It was just a lot of fun. It took a while for it to feel like home though, but what message do we have for Aries? Sun, Moon, Aries placements. What message do we have for Aries placements? I don't know if you guys like Grease. You're the one that I want. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You're the one that I want. Yeah, there you go. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Somebody could be trying to get in between you and a person you're in love with. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Somebody could be trying to come in between you and your partner, or even you and your spouse. Maybe you could be engaged right now, Aries, or you're about to be. And I'm hearing everybody and their mama. Everybody and their mama trying to get in between you and somebody else. That's what I'm hearing, Aries. Yeah, something or someone is trying to get in between you and somebody that you're in love with. Just flat out. I will say that they're going to be disappointed though. We're going to get there. I don't know if this grief is you. Yeah, I'm getting something about grief, Aries, where it's kind of like, maybe you were hoping, I'm hearing your family or people that you view as family will be more supportive of something. You could be having a baby soon. That's also here. But apart from that, I'm kind of getting that you're going through a spiritual awakening right now where you're learning to incorporate and to invite more positive energy or a more positive mindset or a more positive perspective. And as you're doing that, you're beginning to look at the people around you a lot more clearly. Yeah, somebody's in love, Aries. You're beginning to look at the people around you in taking off the rose-colored lenses, and that could be a really harsh reality for you to realize. Maybe, you know how they say, like, show me your friends and I'll show you who you are, or I'll tell you who you are. It's something like that where it's like maybe you had a lot of really toxic behaviors in the past, and now you're beginning to assess those objectively and be like, you know, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be like this anymore. And then as you're doing that, you're beginning to be like, okay, so I was doing this because of A, B, and C. And then you're going to people around you, and then you're like, well, why are you acting like this? Maybe you're trying to encourage people to do better for themselves. And then you realize that some people actually like being like that. Like they're content being like that. This could even pertain to people that like to cheat on their partners. I'm just getting something like that. It's like you could be around a lot of shitty people, Aries. And I'm not calling you a shitty person, but maybe at one point in time, you weren't as loyal, or you weren't as faithful to your partners or faithful to people around you, or maybe you viewed everybody as being like traitors. You know, everybody does this. Like, I'm working my brain on other people because everybody works their brain on people. And I always tell people to be very careful as a Scorpio rising, right? Like, I'm hypocritical to say this. It's a struggle for all Scorpio placements, to be quite honest, to jumping to conclusions. Whoo. Be nose diving. And to be honest with you, as Scorpio placements, a lot of the time we're right. You know, we're Martian sisters, right? Or maybe siblings, whatever. But it's like being ruled by Mars, as Mars is very impulsive. Aries is a little bit more impulsive than Scorpio is, so I will say that. But typically for Scorpio placements, it's like, I've done so much work, like, I said worship, okay. I've done so many observations, and I've been through so many things, and I've seen so many fucking patterns that I know that when you add A and B together, it leads to C. But honestly, a lot of that shit can become a self-fulfilling prophecy for a lot of people, because more often than not, you're entertaining individuals who embody a certain energy because of your belief system, as crazy as that may sound. So for example, let's say that you got cheated on once, like in the past, right? Because there's something about that. And then it's like you got cheated on again. Now, I've been cheated on by every partner except for one, okay? And for a while there, I did believe, up until I got with that one person, I did believe like everybody cheats. But the difference is I'm not a cheater. So I was just very determined to find, and I even wrote it down and was like, I want somebody that does not cheat, okay? Now, mind you, come to find out, when you're just trying to find somebody that doesn't cheat, you'll find out that there's a plethora of other things that you have to worry about outside of just them not cheating on you. Like compatibility, totally different ball game. But when you're so used to like trying to get the foundation laid, like just like, don't cheat on me. It's like, okay, I don't cheat on you. It's like, well, then now we gotta focus on other shit. And I gotta think, who are you as a person? Right? As stupid as that sounds, but it's true, because infidelity is such a traumatic experience. There's a type of trauma that's associated, betrayal trauma. It's real. But it could have been like you were around people that were like unfaithful, or that encouraged you to do whatever. Like, I don't believe in cheating back, I'll just leave you, right? But maybe you're like, oh, well then cheat on them, or whatever. Yeah, everybody I've ever dated has been like that too. And it's like you get around this community of people that are all very like-minded. But just because you're like-minded, does that mean that what your mind is telling you is accurate? Or does that mean that you guys are all repeating the same reality? I was talking to someone that I care a whole lot about one time, and we were talking about trust, like rebuilding trust. And he was asking me, he was like, do you believe that trust can be rebuilt? I've always felt like, you know, it's a one and done kind of a thing. And I was telling him, I'm like, I believe that trust can be rebuilt. Absolutely, because people aren't perfect, and we have shortcomings and all these other things. And it's like, even when it comes down to cheating, I don't believe in cheating, and I don't excuse it, except couples go through things, especially couples that have been together for a very long time. If you're cheating within the first year, fuck you. But it's like 10, 15, whatever, y'all have had kids and whatever like that, right? It's like there's a lot that goes into relationships. There's a lot of rough patches, and a lot of people lack the maturity. They just lack the maturity to be able to work through issues as it is. They lack the patience to work through issues as it is. That's why they can't keep a fucking job, okay? It's like people don't have the grit to withstand. All right, sorry about that, Aries. I ran out of storage. But anyways, the point that I was making was that sometimes being around like-minded individuals can actually limit you, because sometimes you guys are all collaborating or essentially building up on collective trauma, as opposed to actually like, you know, moving on and moving past things. But I always tell people that it's like, you don't know better until you know better. And then once you know better, it's your duty to do better. But you could be around people. I'm just getting the vibe of somebody's trying to get in between you and your person. Okay. And this could even be, I'm kind of getting the vibe, might be even somebody from, I'm hearing one, a past life, or two, like a past partner. Does that make sense? It's like, this could be like an ex of yours that it's like, you're in love. Yeah, I guess somebody could be engaged. It's just like some shit like that. And it's like, you're going through like a really good time with this person. This person's really sweet to you. You're really sweet to them. They take care of you. You take care of them. Like open-hearted, like this, being with this person is like that, okay? It's just kind of like you're just laying in a field of roses or some shit. But it's like there's this grief because it's like with that person coming into your life, it also is showing the true colors of not only the people around you, but maybe even of your old tendencies and maybe the reason why you were acting a certain way, or maybe even how the way that you were acting or the experiences that you were having were actually, maybe you contributed to them, you know, and that's a hard pill to swallow, I think, for a lot of people. But I keep getting the energy, and we're going to pull into the tarot as well. You might even feel like you have to hide your person from the world. That's here as well. Like you might feel like you have to hide this person, or maybe hide this person from an ex or a baby mom. Like you could have a baby mom. For some of you guys, this person could be, this is going to sound really bad, but we're going to get into it. This could be somebody that you have on the side. Like you could be in a whole different relationship, and maybe you're trying to end said relationship so you can get with this other person. Does that make sense? And it's kind of like, but for some of you, you're already with this person, and this is just exes or ex-flings or shit like that. And the fucked up part that I'm getting, Aries, is like they know you're committed. Does that make sense? Like there's something really snaky about it. It's almost kind of like this could be back in a time where you were more in like maybe a play-it kind of an energy, and now you're not on that shit no more. And it's like, I'm almost kind of getting like motherfuckers want to like ruin it for you. It's like maybe they're mad that you didn't choose them or something. I don't know. Let's get into the tarot, Aries. What do we have for... You can be dealing with a Libra here. Yep, there's that player. The energy is weird. I don't know, you guys. I'm just going to tough it out. Because I said prayers and I set intentions. And I said if this is what needs to come out, then okay. So it's like if this is what needs to come out, then maybe people need to know about it. So it's fine. Somebody is a failure, though, I will say that. Or they failed at something, or they don't want to... You could be dealing with a Scorpio here. If something doesn't work out for somebody, it could lead to a tower moment. For some of you guys, you could have paid for something for this person in the past, and that's the tower moment. Like you could have been a benefactor to this individual, and it's like this person just never got their shit together, and maybe they're trying to establish a friendship that they know will sabotage your relationship, or establish some sort of connection to you that they know will make it easier for them to get in between you. This is like a third party. This sounds like a little... Let me not disappoint my grandmother. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Whoever this person is, Aries, is very overwhelmed. I will say that with responsibilities. They feel like they can't get their shit together. I did say that. They can't get their shit together. This is somebody who I'm getting something about them wearing really fancy, expensive clothes that they either didn't pay for, or that they like maxed out a credit card, maybe even your credit card to get. It's like... Or this is somebody that would do that. If you've never been with this person before, this is who this individual is by nature, especially if you're like really successful. I'm hearing loophole. It's a loophole. Engagement. Yeah, they're trying to get you to create a loophole in your engagement. Who is this bitch? Oh, that got me pissed. I'm sorry. I just... I'm hearing met only once. This could even be somebody that like you met like one time, and this bitch is acting like, I'm sorry, this person is acting like y'all like tight like that. They're acting like that, whatever. But they failed at something, Aries. I will tell you that. I mean, especially if it's a Libra, or you could have Libra in your chart. However this person is, they failed at something, or they're failing at something, and they need somebody to fall back on. Okay, and they're counting on you. Like picking up for them. They think you're friends though. I'm hearing Leo is significant as well, or this person have like a very Leo. There's something about, there's lions in that picture. There's something about this person. This could be you as well, Aries. They ain't shit, I'll tell you that, but it's something about this person trying to maintain an image, okay? That's what I'm getting. It's like, whoever this person is, I'm getting also another side story. If this is somebody that cheated on you, and they have like this whole reputation of being like an innocent, like whatever like that. They don't want that to get out. I will say that. And that's another story for a different day. Like, this could be somebody that you could have even changed for. That's another side story. And if that resonates, take it. Somebody that maybe you used to be a player and you stopped that shit for this person. And this person has been fucking around behind your back, Aries. This person has been fucking around behind your back, if that's your story. And it's like, this person could be trying to fabricate a situation. I'm getting chills. Fabricate a situation to make you look like the bad guy. Like, maybe, especially if you're a man, this is somebody who like will use the fact that they're a girl or a woman to make you look bad. This is the kind of person that will provoke you to anger to get you to hit them, so that they can report you to avoid them looking bad. Does that make sense? Like, let's say that you caught them up on something, you got text messages, some shit like that. Your boys told you some shit, okay? If this is a woman, this is the kind of woman who will see that something is about to happen that will incriminate them, and they will deviate an entire plan to get rid of the evidence or to make you look like the problem. It's like that. And that's a really scary energy to be around, Aries. I'm hoping it's not you, but we're just going to speak out of whatever. But yeah, this person, it's like they don't have a drive in life. They don't have a drive in life. It's like they kind of look for these, I'm almost kind of getting they look for player energies to bleed them dry. It's kind of like if you look at this person's track record of dating, if this is a relationship, every single time that they're in a relationship, it's hopping from one to the other, but it's always in some really shady way, right? It's like, this is the kind of person who, I was with Jake, but now I'm with John. And Jake and John were friends, but now they're not friends. How do I describe it? It's kind of like a... Taurus's reading was kind of like that too, but it didn't give romantic. It was giving kind of like somebody who always has an issue with someone. It's like, if you look at their relationships, you'll notice that their ex-partners were with somebody before and then they got with that person. Does that make sense? It's like, oh, Timmy was with Sally, but then Timmy cheated on Sally with Gina. But then Gina went with Johnny. But Johnny was dating Sierra. My sister. Johnny was dating Sierra. But then met Gina. And now he's with Gina. It's like that person. Like, Gina is the problem. Right? But nobody ever looks to Gina as the problem. Until now. Maybe you're starting to look at Gina as the problem, Aries. It's that kind of person. Check their track record. Oh, an old mentality. Ew. Okay, not judging, Aries, but maybe you've been around people like that. That's weird. I'm sorry. I'm not judging. It just hit me. Because there was something earlier about like an old way of being. And it's like this person or these people are just used to like homie hopping or some shit. I don't know, child. But anyways, whatever this energy is, they want to provoke you. It's like they want something to fail for you so that you guys can keep being friends or like stay together or something like that. I don't know. It's giving side bitch pick me. I'm sorry. You know how I feel about them. You know how I feel about them. It's giving side chick pick me. Why can't you get your own nigga? Kind of energy. You know what I'm saying? Why can't you, if you're so big and bad, why can't you get your own man or your own girl? Why you gotta go for a committed couple, like committed relationship? Like, does it give you some weird, like, some weird corrupt sense of power? Like, bitch, I'm sorry. But the real sense of power is getting your own getting somebody else to fall in love with you. Like somebody single, available. Why does nobody single want your ass? Why you only have to go for people that are taken, and you can only get them through some illusion of being better than the person that they're with until they get with your ass and they realize you're fucking crazy. Obviously, if you're trying to take somebody else's person why can't you get, and I always say that, I ain't never had to take nobody from nobody else. Never. Now, whether they broke up with that person and then pursued me afterwards, different story. But never would I, knowingly, at the very least, put myself in a position to be fucking with somebody that's taken. It's just not, But you know what, Aries? I'm not here to judge you. I love you. And we all live and we learn, right? But maybe that was something that you used to do. Maybe you did insert yourself in other people's relationships in the past. And maybe you're beginning to realize now that you're not doing that anymore, just how corrosive and how disrespectful that is, not only to you, not only to your connection, but to your partner. You know, that's my biggest thing. That was the biggest thing. I don't cheat because I just don't want to make somebody go through that kind of pain, right? And it's kind of like, especially if you've gone through this radical change where you're like, yeah, I'm just not with the toxic shit anymore, dude. I'm not with the toxicity anymore. And then this person, I'm just getting brazen. It's just like this person like brazenly tries to get in between you and your partner. To the point where it's like, are you not embarrassed? This is embarrassing. You're not embarrassed to be like that big of a pick me. It's like that kind of energy. And maybe this is something that in the past, before you had this, I'm hearing awakening for some of you guys. Maybe you're going through a spiritual awakening, you know, ego death, like the old self is gone, you know, and you're an evolved, better version of yourself. And now you're looking at these situations, you're like, ew, bitch, what? Like, you could have been nice at the beginning. Like, you could have been like, they could have been like, oh, hey, you know, it's me again. How are you? You know, oh, little fling. And you're like, hey, you know, nice to hear from you. Hope you're doing well. I do have, you know, I'm just going to put it in male terms. I'm sorry. But, you know, I do have a girlfriend right now, though. So I don't think it's appropriate for you and I to talk. But, you know, I do wish you well. Okay. I wish you the best in life. Well, you know, you had a girlfriend back then. Why does it matter now? And you're like, okay. I'm setting a boundary with you. And I'm telling you that, like, yeah, I know how I was before. Right now, I'm committed to this person. And she really wouldn't like this. And I don't want to do something she wouldn't like. So, you know, thank you so much. But I'm going to pass. Whatever. And this is the kind of bitch that would like, instead of like respecting that, like would take offense to it and start like tagging you in a bunch of shit. Like putting up pictures, pretending like you guys are together, like stuff like that. I'm getting chills. This bitch is crazy. It's just kind of like, and you know what the fucked up part is you're probably like, that's so funny. That's not funny because it kind of is. Just because something just hit me. I'm sorry, Aries. But it's literally like, you're like sitting here like, okay, Nia, I'm really proud of myself. You know, I stuck up for my relationship and I stuck up for my girl. And I'm really proud of myself, you know, and I want her to be proud of me too. And then you get a little ding on your phone and then like, oh, tagged in, and you're like, I was not there. I wasn't there. It's like that kind of person. It's literally that kind of person. Like they're trying to say, I don't know, weird storyline, Aries, not even gonna hold you. Like it's like that kind of shit. And then you're like so clearly not with that person. That's the funny part. It's just you're so clearly like not fucking with them. It's like, I don't even like you. And then now you're getting angry. And this person is like, it's just a weird energy, Aries. But the biggest, if we're not gonna get too deep into that, the biggest thing here is that I'm sensing a lot of happiness with your new life or your new perspective or something like that. But the sad part is like it's coming with a real disappointment in either your behavior in the past or your perspectives in the past. Do not beat yourself up for how you were thinking when you were coming from a wounded place. Okay, Aries, it happens. It happens. When it comes to situations like this, there is no dialogue. There is nothing you can say to make this person change. The only thing you do, and this is what I be doing, honey, I'm real quick to block a motherfucker, is block them. Is block them. Now, could they try to sabotage you? I'm getting a knot in my stomach. This is the kind of bitch that would. Like, if you block them, this is somebody that would go crazy, like really trying to act like you guys are together. It's like something like that. It's like I swear to God, Aries, I'm sorry, especially if you're like trying to, you really trying to do right by somebody. It's like this person, no matter what, you just need to act. I know it's going to be hard because especially if you're a man, especially if you have a past, it's like, and you're trying to explain to your partner, like, no, I'm not doing nothing when nobody did it. And then like, okay, hey babe, why is this girl tagging you and such and such? And you're like, no, this bitch is crazy. Like, I already told her and she's not listening and blah, 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 blah. And then for most girls, they be like, this girl's crazy, right? But no, this person's actually crazy. You might actually have to tell your partner about this person. I'm sorry. You just tell them. You got receipts, don't you? Just tell your partner, because it's like you have something really good going for you. And of course, whenever you have something good going for you, here comes the fucking demons, right? No disrespect to demons. I'm talking about the demons incarnate. But it's like, and this person, especially because you can tell they don't have good intentions, this person does not care about you. It's not about love. It's about power. It's about leveraging power. I am being guided to tell some of you guys, and this is going to sound like a shot, and it's not a shot. I'm aware of how I speak. This is for if you did like perform behaviors like this in the past, like you intervened in like people's relationships and stuff like that. This is for you to see it from the other side. I am hearing that. It's like if you partook in behaviors like that, this is for you to be able to see what it was like from the other side of it, you know, from a loyal and faithful partner's perspective, what that feels like, what that looks like. And then also maybe if you did engage with people like that in the past, for you to also begin to see them for who and how they truly are. Because if this person is like that, why would you ever entertain them in the past? And maybe that's what you're starting to think. It's like, whoa, what the fuck was I doing? Like, whoa, what was I even going for? Like, what was I into? I liked your ass. It's like something like that, Aries. It's something like that. But yeah, I am getting really, you went through a rebirth and you're really happy right now. Try not to get too, don't give people too much power over you, okay? Especially if it's like you had a reputation in the past and you're past that. Don't allow for your past mistakes to creep up and make you feel like you're still that person. And also don't beat yourself up too much for it because you were in a different place, right? Those people are still in that same place. Just be more grateful. Be grateful that you're not there anymore, right? And then just don't go back to those behaviors. It's kind of, it hurts and it stings like right here, but it's just kind of like especially like when I have to look in the past at like behaviors that I did and I see other people doing it and you're just like, oh, I was acting like that. It's so, it makes me want to delete all my pictures from the past and just start all over again. But it's like, there's something about like you feeling guilty about it. Or if maybe maybe you did cheat on your partner in the past and maybe it was with this person and like now they're thinking, I'm hearing something about ass pics. Ass pics? Like somebody, it's so funny because it's like you're like actually in love and somebody's like trying to be like really lustful with you. Like that's what it's giving. It's giving like, but don't you miss this ass? And it's like, my girl got ass. What are you talking about? Yeah, but it's not this ass. And it's like, girl, ass is ass. And then it's kind of like, that's what you're coming to me with. That's what you think of me. It's something like that, Aries. But anyways, let's get some final messages. Yeah, final messages for Aries. That's funny. I'm sorry. Whoever this person is crazy, Aries. It's crazy. You're going through a healing period. The more you withhold your energy from these snaky people, Aries, the happier you're going to feel. The more accomplished you're going to feel. Somebody wants you to pay them. That's weird. It's just weird. They're going through some sort of financial blockage and they're afraid because they're lazy. Whatever. That's for somebody. You could be dealing with the Cancer here. But it's like somebody wants to revive something with you simply to save money because they think that you're going to pay them, but they're hiding that from you. Okay? They're trying to hide that from you. But they're probably not hiding it well. I'm getting chills. They're not hiding it well, Aries, but you're seeing it now. And that's a good thing. It's a good thing that you're seeing it now because guess what? Once you realize the game people are playing, they can never play you again. You get what I'm saying? Like if you didn't see something before and you see it now, thank the gods that you could see it now. Because maybe you were going through a repeat cycle because you weren't seeing it and now you're seeing it. And now it's like, ugh. But yeah, so that's what I'm getting for you, Aries. But I am sending you lots of love. I'm kind of getting guided. Let me see. What advice do we give Aries in this situation? Yeah, you need to block whoever this person or these people. Oh, wow. 4 of Cups. Oh, yeah. You need to, like, very clearly, don't even say shit. Like, just block them. Just block them. If you're concerned about retaliation, you need to talk to your partner so that there is no misunderstandings between you and them and whoever or whatever. Because, like, whoever this person is genuinely nuts. Like, they will sabotage you. I'm getting something about a Libra. I'm getting very specifically a Libra. In October, Libra. Yeah, like this is the type of person that like would act like you guys are together and you're not together, or post a picture from like years ago and be like, oh, chilling with my man. And you're like, girl, I am not with you. But yeah, there's only one way to get past people like that, and that's just to literally cut it right where it is, freeze it, like just end it, block it, no explanation, we're out, we're done. For some of you guys, this person might actually be in a different relationship. Anyways, all right, Aries, I'll see you later. I'm sending you lots of love. Ciao.